Hello, I'm Rhonda Dixon, Deputy Secretary, and I'm going to give a quick account of Clean Air Outcome 2. The key objectives for Outcome 2 are reducing Australia's greenhouse gas emissions, supporting Australia's capacity to adapt to a changing climate, and to contribute to an effective global solution to climate change. We made a lot of progress this year in 14-15. We're investing in projects that directly reduce emissions. This puts into effect government's commitment to reduce Australia's emissions by 5% below 2000 levels by 2020. To do this, we consulted with business and the community, and we helped deliver the $2.55 billion Emissions Reduction Fund by working closely with the Clean Energy Regulator. We moved the Carbon Farming Initiative into the Emissions Reduction Fund to make it effective in being able to deliver some significant projects that were developed through that initiative. We prepared legislation that creates incentives for emissions reductions and streamlines administration for the participants. We developed 15 new methods that enable emissions reductions projects to be undertaken across the economy, such as energy efficiency for industry, commercial buildings and households, efficiency of fertiliser use, and things such as savanna fire management. The first reverse auction for the Emissions Reduction Fund committed $660 million for 144 projects. This allowed the government to purchase more than 47 million tonnes of lowest cost verified emission reductions. That's significant, 47 million tonnes, more than expected. We also released Australia's 14-15 emissions projection report. It shows that Australia's total abatement task for 2013 to 2020 is 236 million tonnes of carbon dioxide equivalents. That's slightly less than the emissions we would avoid if we took Australia's 13.5 million passengers cars off the road for 4 years, which of course we're not proposing, but it just gives you an idea of the scale of the abatement tasks we have. The 14-15 forecast abatement task is about 185 million tonnes lower than the 421 million tonnes that were forecast in 13-14. So this reduction in the task is due partly by lower electricity demand and increased energy efficiency, which is good news. We supported the government to reform the renewable energy target, and we now have a stable target that I think is significantly going to improve our prospects of meeting the goals for renewable energy. Based on recent forecasts, in 2020, about 23.5% of Australia's electricity generation will be from renewable sources. This new target has a large-scale generation of 33,000 gigawatt hours. This will double the amount of large-scale renewable energy being delivered by the scheme. And to give you another analogy, that's enough electricity to power more than half of Australia's 9 million dwellings. We also supported the CSIRO and Bureau of Meteorology to deliver on the climate change projections. These projections show the likely changes in key climate variables for Australia. This work's published on the website, and it gives unprecedented access to climate change predictions data alongside reports, maps and tools to help adaptation planning for all sectors of the economy. The department's also working with delegates from 30 countries across Asia-Pacific region to reduce the loss of rainforests, which capture and store millions of tonnes of carbon. In 2014, we hosted delegates at an Asia-Pacific Rainforest Summit, which focused on what are the practical actions to reduce rainforest loss, and the target being to reduce that loss by half. We're working with them now to finalise the Asia-Pacific Rainforest Recovery Plan. Look, I'd like to invite you to learn more about our work and how we deliver the clean air outcome by reading the 2014-15 annual report.